Hey, what's up? It's Russell, and we're playing some more Darkest Dungeon. So the first thing that I was thinking about doing is increasing our roster size, because we're going to need more healers, we're going to need more of this and more of that, yada yada, eventually anyway. And I've said that's kind of how I play the game. I like to upgrade as much stuff as possible. And then, you know, worry about the heroes themselves. So, yeah. So, how many of these guys do we have? Plague Doctor. We got one. Alright, so we're definitely taking one of you. Well, are you good though? You don't even have battlefield medicine? It's like your best ability. We're gonna have to fix that soon enough. What else? Hound Masters. How many Hound Masters we have? One. Okay, we got one of you. And that means I'm probably gonna take him as well. One Bounty Hunter probably. And we have 2 Man-at-Arms. And we have 2 more spaces. And we have our healer back finally. So that's very nice. So we'll do Hound Master and Bounty Hunter. And then I'll let him talk.
The promise of payment.
Okay. The Bounty Hunter guy will probably end up getting rid of. I don't see him as a permanent member. I'm gonna sort by level. Very, very useful tool right there. So I upgraded that. Now we have deeds and busts. What? No, you have to have crests. I feel like everything has to at least have crests. Now I may be wrong about that. I know this one is like only crests. What is this? For grave robbers, plus 12 dodge and plus 15 accuracy. And then archer plus 5 accuracy minus crit. I'm pretty sure, let's see. Yeah, you need crests. I'm just gonna assume everything needs crests. And we only have 2 now, so there's really no reason to be here anymore, except for maybe like upgrading people's abilities and stuff like that. But let's see what we're gonna take first. First of all, everybody drop your trinkets, and we're gonna look about where we're gonna go. I think we already have a tough ring. I may be wrong. No, we have one. Not that it's bad to have 2. A long one. Whew. What is this? Camouflage cloak. Plus 15% dodge if torch is above 75. I like this very, very much. So I think we're gonna go here, and we're in the ruins. So it's like, who do I want to take? Probably just a basic healer, our good friend Adney over here. She is fragile, but we can offset that. What else is wrong with you? Nothing else that I really care about. So we'll take Adney, and I'm just gonna put him here so we can get them with their trinkets, and then we'll go back and we'll upgrade their abilities and things like that, since we have a very large surplus of money here. Ruins, there are bleed targets, but there are also a lot of targets that don't bleed. What do you have? Bellow, command. I really would love somebody to have our good retribution here, so that they can do all the riposting that they need to do. Riposte. I literally just checked it earlier, and there's like 2 different pronunciations of it. I'm just gonna pronounce it however I want to pronounce it at the time. It's like riposte, something like that. But yeah, so I kind of want to maybe get him retribution instead of like Bellow, I guess, because Bellow, it's okay, but I always feel like it misses too often, and it doesn't debuff and yada yada yada. Especially against like the people that you want to debuff it with, it doesn't even hit them because their dodge is so high. So we got you, and Ellers is good, but he's getting a little too big for his britches here, almost level 3. Not that that's a bad thing. We will eventually need a level 3 party. And I don't want to take a bunch of level 0s out on this. Yeah, not yet. I'll take them on like a short mission one time, but the long mission's a little too much for them. Adney just went on a mission. Not that it's a bad thing if she goes on one again. I could do, because of the stress that we'll end up having to deal with, we could take him and we can upgrade his abilities and such. So we'll do that. And then we're going to need 2 strong frontliners, because he doesn't really provide too much, especially not being in the back line, just reducing stress. So we need 2 strong frontliners that are very reliable. This guy was good, right? I'm pretty sure I felt like he was very strong, especially if we give him some accuracy. And he's level 2 though. But I mean, like, that's all we have. So we're gonna eventually have to just upgrade our roster a little bit more, or just start going on harder missions, which always terrifies me. But I think we'll bring him, and then we'll bring him, because he'll have he'll be able to give accuracy to our leper, which is he sorely needs. So we're gonna go through this right here. So minus dodge and minus damage could definitely go to this guy back here. So I'm gonna try to get like the guarantees. So we're gonna give you this because you get that, and then we'll try to give you a bunch of cool abilities that you can use your protection with. And thinking about how this would combine. Let me look at the math. I think we did that before, actually. I would much rather give him the this camouflage cloak that we're gonna get. Now that combined with this will be pretty awesome because it'll give him like some less stress resistant, something like that. But nothing I really care about. We're gonna give you this, obviously, because we don't really care if you stun, and we're gonna give you that, so you don't have super low health. Okay, now we just got something really complicated because I forgot we have this, the Tome of Holy Healing, that reduces health, and this gives you a lot of speed though. I think we'll get rid of the speed, and this is gonna bring our health back down. What if I get rid of that? You're at 19 versus 24, and if I just have that, and then wait. Take off everything. Normally you're at 22, so yeah, this does offset it. So she's back at 22. I think that's okay, because we have people that can guard her. I'll usually probably just have this guy guard her a bunch of times, whenever he's not, directly doing damage. And I would love to bring a plague doctor along, to stun people in the back and stuff, but I think we're pretty okay on that front. As long as we keep this dude accurate and like just wiping out the people in the front very quickly, I think we'll be okay. And we have a dude to relieve the stress anyway. And we're gonna have 2 camps. So we got your stuff. Do you have any bleed abilities? Who knows? We'll check that out later. You in the front definitely need some accuracy. I don't know if I want to give you the heal received because you're already gonna be getting a bunch of heal anyway. So just double, just go crazy on the accuracy here, and then just make him our accuracy dude. That sounds good to me. So that. Okay, come on, keys. Do you have to I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. Didn't we just checked this, right, with the dodge and the HP and stuff? No, you can't even take that. Is there anything that I would want to give him? No, the accuracy, I guess, since he already has. Well, yeah, why not the accuracy? Because he already has no dodge. Can't get lower than 0. So we just give him an accuracy charm to be a little more accurate. I like the idea of that, because it'll literally only buff him, especially with the items we already have on him. And then now let's check your abilities real quick. You do have harvest, and you do need to be in the 2nd spot, and then giving you the dodge might be good, the dodge and the health stone, to cancel out the HP loss that he takes from that, and he'll just have a bunch of dodge. And then eventually we can give him the camouflage cloak if we ever take him without somebody else we would rather give it to. And that's everybody has their stuff, right? Yep. Okay, that looks good. So we'll know who we're upgrading because we'll just look at their items. So we're gonna go back now, and then we're gonna go into the guild, and then we're gonna start upgrading some abilities. So who are we taking? We were gonna take this guy because he has stuff. So we're gonna give you retribution, and we're gonna get rid of bellow for that, I think. So let's do that, and let's do this, and then get rid of bellow and put on your retribution. And then what was that? What would that do? Plus 5% damage when riposte. Man, I need to literally pick one pronunciation and stick with that because it's probably pretty annoying. But high accuracy with it, a little bit more damage while doing it. Plus 11 accuracy, 30 protection, pretty good. More accuracy, also pretty good. But I don't really want to spend the money on him first. Whoops. I don't want to worry about him first. I want to upgrade some other characters first. And then is there one of these that we don't want? We never use revenge just because it lowers your protection too much. So we might even want to rather give you intimidate. It's actually one of the abilities I very much like on him, because it doesn't do as much damage as heal, but it has more accuracy and it debuffs. Where he was more of a damage based multiple hit. So I think we might actually go for intimidate and get rid of revenge because I never use it. And well, if you buff it, 23 and -6 accuracy, yeah, not that big of a deal. But we'll get rid of revenge, put on intimidate. The stress heal. Do you have anything? Oh, you have the worries, so you have less stress resist. So it might be good to give him with the stress heal just in case. That also gives protection. That could be nice. Alright, so we're done with you. And then we're taking Adney over here. So we already have her heal skills upgraded. Interesting. What do we need to upgrade you? We need portraits and crests. Interesting. And then we're this guy right here, who's really stressed out to start out this mission with, but hopefully we'll be able to lower that very quickly. I don't think plus 11 is worth it at all, to be honest. I really don't think it's worth upgrading anybody. I think we'll go here first, and then we'll give them all, like, you know, some good stuff here. And what do you need for this? Deeds and crests. Okay. This will increase his dodge and his base HP. I like the idea of that. So we're taking you. We're taking you. Same thing with you. You get a little bit more dodge and more HP. I like that. And then do you? I feel like no, we didn't upgrade yours. All right, we'll do that. And then Adney over here gets a little bit of upgrade as well. All right, I like the idea of all that. Abilities are already pretty strong. I'm gonna look at him again, see if I really do want to upgrade some of this stuff. Like, I always feel like upgrading them right now is just like, it's not worth it. But that's just me. I'm a little crazy. Either way, we're gonna go back, and we got you here, you here, you in the back, and then you right here. So they were all right next to each other, which is pretty good. They're all level 2s, blank level 2. So they should be able to go on 2 more easy missions. And let me make sure everybody's right. Yep, we got everybody. All right, let's go in, and we're gonna be able to buy a bunch of stuff. We got 2 of that. We're gonna bring a bunch of food. Like, I might go a little crazy with it because we have so much extra money, especially torches. We got to be careful with torches. That might even be a little overkill, but I don't really care. 4 shovels. You don't really get blighted here as much. 2 bandages, 2 keys. This is gonna be a long video as well, so be prepared for that. Holy water, meh. You know, we'll just experiment stuff. So we'll take 2 holy waters and 2 medicinal herbs, and we'll kind of experiment with stuff on the ground and, you know, try to interact with different things. I think embarking with that is, we're pretty good. Our main problem right off the bat that I could see is gesture stress is going to be something that we have to deal with quickly, and no real room in our inventory to pick up money and the like. Is this a nice easy? This is actually, in my opinion, a very easy long mission, because it's a lot of small branches, so it's kind of like predictable where you're gonna camp, and it also just feels like looks like there's less rooms. That could just be because of how the room is laid out. You know what I mean? It would probably look like a super long room if they were all like, you know, just one long line. But them all jumbled together looks pretty easy. Take 11 damage. Thank you very much. And we only have to complete 100% of room battles.
With a singular purpose.
Which, I mean, it's always how it is. Depending, it could be easier, it could be harder. So, all right, we got into a fight here immediately. And again, these guys are gonna focus. Luckily, he dodged because his dodge is like off the charts. And he can crush up to 3 spaces. And I like the idea of that, going for this bone courtier right here. And I would even like to dirk stab this guy just to finish him off, you know? Normally, I don't want that guy to be moving up because I want him to be in stress, doing the stress stuff. And we're going to have to move him back very quickly anyway because this guy's going to be messing around. And I'm not liking that very much. I think we move with her because there's not really anybody that needs healing anyway. Purge clears all corpses. Now, that could be useful. It's going to do barely any damage to him, but it will move this guy up so that he can attack, and we can maybe even do like another double, like, what is the dirk stab or whatever. But I think I'm just gonna do intimidate. It'll do enough damage, lower their, if it gets the debuff, it's good enough. This guy doesn't care about what the heck you hit him with. Okay, yeah, okay, we're gonna immediately start de-stressing her because we can't start this out with her stressed, you know what I mean? So that immediately has to be priority. And hopefully we can even like slow it down a little bit. So I might even try to attack this with our buddy here. Or no, we're even gonna go with, okay, no, that doesn't attack that far. This guy, the second one hasn't gone, so we'll stun him. Nope, missed it. And she does have the plus heal skills, so that's pretty useful. We're doing another intimidate. Now, I didn't really like that. I wish I would have killed somebody. But I think here, I want to mark him. I don't really know exactly how the whole marking thing works. We're just going to start killing some people. Kill the guy in the back. Because people need to die. Again, we can lower the stress on her. Because that is priority number 1. Okay, look, he can take the stress. Because his is very, very low. But I do want to try to drag it out a little longer. So let's see. We'll do a group heal. Yeah, we give you the heal and all that, and then you just heal everybody for 1. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, we can do this. We can purge him. It's going to kill him, and then bring this guy up to the front to do barely any damage. So what I'll do is I'll guard her. So if he does throw the stuff, it'll hit him instead. But we got to start lowering stress very quickly. And now that was that 11? Was that did I upgrade his ability? I don't think so. We'll do another group heal. Hopefully that one hits for 3. Thank you very much. Get those little bit of higher heals or higher. And that's whatever. We do need to. What we'll do is we'll destroy this so he has to move up. We're very early in the fight, so we should be able to go a little bit longer. And we'll start healing everybody's stress. And we won't really have to care about the knives in the dark. They don't do very much. And he dodged it anyway. Very, very poor abilities, which is pretty good. And we'll do another party heal. Okay, we're gonna start doing single heals because getting these ones is just disappointing. And luckily he has his own little stress heal, so we don't really have to worry about him as much with him. And he'll start healing himself as well. And we will actually guard him. I don't think that was necessary, but whatever. Knife in the dark. Don't care. We just gotta worry. We gotta keep an eye on this until it hits 8. Cause I think that's how it works. Once it hits 8 is when everyone starts to get stressed out. And again, that's what we're trying to avoid. So we'll buff him up, everybody up with some accuracy, I guess. Couldn't hurt. Get this dude stressed to practically 0. It's at 5, so don't have to worry about it too much. We will focus on healing him. We gave you this healing tome for a reason. Knife in the dark again. Ooh, 1 damage. Terrifying. And then we kill him here, right? Because we're at 7. Yeah, we kill him here. So we go for the stun. Dodged it. But we did get some light out of that. And our leper here is going to finish the job. Because his accuracy is obscenely high for a leper.
This expedition at me.
I love how we don't need as much food. And I'd rather stack gold. So we'll close that. Good, we got a scout. We got a trap over here. Who's good with traps? I feel like we don't have anybody good with traps. What are your traps? 90%. So actually he's pretty good. Is there anybody better? 70%, whatever. 70. And then the guy in the front's probably going to be 60. No, 70. So either way, we got the jester here to deal with traps. Now going down here, actually, I just realized it's kind of a mistake because there's no room battle here. But we will fight right here. And, you know, we get some stuff out of that too. So nothing too crazy. And he can hit 3 back. So we can pelt this guy down. Again, lower the stress. Because none of these guys are really stress givers. Crits obviously lower your stress. I mean, increase your stress, but not that I'm too worried about. Again, Intimidate is not the best multiple hit ability, just because it's more used for the debuff, so it doesn't have high damage like Hugh would. But it's definitely worth it against these extremely weak enemies. I will mark. No, you know what? We're gonna keep pelting this guy in the back, and because it's like you just crit him and you get rid of him. That's like the best possible thing, and that's such a huge advantage to be able to hit 3 back. It's crazy. It's crazy awesome. So we're gonna heal this guy up front. I wonder what it would be like if he had the healing, like the leper healing item. That'd be pretty funny. See, now look at this. Look at the stress on everybody. It's like already down to like negligible amounts. Just in a couple fights because we were able to slow it down a little bit. Do you have any stress? No. Let's just purge the guy in the front. Do a little damage. It knocks back? No. Okay, whatever. So we're just worrying about getting that stress heal out. Because we want to try to go this as far as possible into this dungeon without huge stress problems. I'm thinking about if I want to stress heal him, or just like get these guys down to 0. Doesn't really matter, but I think lowering yourself to like, I think having everybody at a lower state is better than having some people at a 0 state. Not that either of those is like really that big of a deal, and I'm not really gonna care about some of these crits because it's like, they're gonna die whether or not. It was an awesome crit, but not that big of a deal. Okay, so this smell is really good. I know that's just a weird thing to say because nobody even knows. Because you're just listening to this. Unless it was like this awesome ability, you know, to like that's what would be so amazing. I mean, it would probably be one of those gimmicks. And obviously, this is like just super crazy kind of thing. We'll guard him in the front, I guess. Not that it matters. Being able to like smell stuff through the TV, like whenever I'm watching like. Not that I watch it regularly. Not that there's anything wrong with watching it regularly, but like. You know, like Food Network, some of those things, man. You're watching those people cook, you're like, that food just looks utterly delicious. I wish I could just smell it. You can already, you know, like, make up in your head how you think it smells. That's that good stuff, man. It's good stuff. We're still at 4, so I don't know, buff everybody's accuracy. Not that I really care. Okay. It does do it for 4 rounds, so that's nothing to sneeze at. We'll purge him, just do a little bit more damage, slowly tick down his health. And then everyone's pretty low on stress. But yeah, just being able to like smell stuff through the TV would be pretty. I think depending, it would have to be like an option that you turn on and off, because some stuff you don't want to be watching Dirty Jobs with that. That would not be pleasant. We'll guard this guy in the front because he has the least health. Not that it matters, because his health is so high. So. Ooh, it actually crit. Interesting. Yeah, Death doesn't wait for anybody. That was nothing. That dude literally tapped him with that crit. Like, when the crit you hit is for 3, you know there's some problems. You know the enemy is a little weak. There we go. That's why I wanted to keep that gold. I was actually debating just backing up over there. No, wait. Okay. Yeah, I probably should just backed up and walked back in, because walking over here is literally a waste of torch time. There's nothing here. So I should start thinking about that. The fact that maybe it's not even worth it to go into certain areas. And maybe it is a little bit more worth it to back up, even though you might take like 1 or 2 stress. Especially with the Jester here to back you up with that. Okay, so we got a fight, and then I got to remember that there's a trap right there. And I can see it here, so that'll keep the reminder fresh in my head. I don't want to solo, because I don't want him to get hit. And I don't want to mess with these people's positioning. So what? I guess we just like lower some stress. Get this guy back down to 0. We'll probably do an intimidate. Dodge it. Nice. That's what happened. We have freaking 28 dodge. Yeah, we'll definitely do an intimidate here, just to hopefully get some debuffs and probably kill that guy in another turn. And then start crushing. You know, picking off the guy in the back. Such a good ability, being able to hit so far. Like, even if it didn't do as much damage as it does, just being able to hit that far back with the quote-unquote melee character is amazing. Okay, hopefully he doesn't get knocked back or stunned. Oh, well, we got both. Happens. It happens. Thinking of dirk stabbing, just like dirk stabbing this guy to like lower his health a little bit, and then we could dirk stab him again next turn, which will in turn move her back into a position where she can heal. We'll intimidate here. I'll assume we're going to kill the guy in the back. And then Mace Bash the guy in the front. Not that it matters. He's not even going to be able to do anything. Wow, okay, now this is going to suck if it... Okay, good, he resisted both. Nice. Pretty lucky on our part. Move up, whack that guy. And we'll use him to guard this guy in the front, because now he's in range of this guy's attacks. So we'll just start, you know, chopping away at this guy. We'll do some group heals. Hopefully we get for 3s. Thank you very much. See, and then now he'll be able to take that. So he's still in the front, kind of protecting this guy, which is very useful. But now we... I'm trying to think about the movements we need to take here. Like, how we want to move everybody. Because if I move him back... I gotta pick one person that we want to move. I'll get this guy and start moving him up, so we'll do Harvest. Just bleed those things in the middle. Not that it matters. Because we'll probably just kill this guy by the time it's over anyway. Do another party heal. 2 is good enough. Maybe want to focus on more single heals on this guy now, since everybody else is pretty good. Chop away. Nice, got him. So now we can just move everybody where we want them to be. Thank you very much. Crests. What do we want to get rid of for crests? There's 4 crests here. We'll replace them with the deeds. Okay, move everybody back into their preferred positions. This is pretty good. You're going to get rid of this trap for us. Come on. There we go. Lowers his stress a little bit, which is pretty good. Focus on other people's stress. Get to pop this torch right away. Alright, so again, so far, very easy long mission. I don't even see in sight having to camp. But we might want to use it literally just for the buffs to, you know, keep it that way. Because you don't always necessarily, and this is like relatively prevalent in boss missions. Oh, there's a fight here. Yeah, we'll pop a torch here. I was just freaked out because there was like a little bit of OCD where it's like I saw that had a 7 and that had a 4. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like one of them could be fully stacked. So I fixed that. But in a boss mission, like camping right before you go into the boss, dodge. A little bit of damage, nothing too crazy. Look at the stress levels. You're at 3. Don't have to worry about you. So we'll worry about the people in the middle first. But yeah, like you know, camping right before you go into a boss room to just get the buffs. You can also do that in a long mission where you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm trying to think about what I want to do here. I'm gonna do retribution. Have you used it in a little bit? Come on, use it. Use the ability on yourself. Oh no, you use it on somebody else, right? You have to hit them first. Yeah, I remember. What was I saying? Yeah, so right before you go into just like how you do it before a boss, you could just do that in a dungeon, saying like, okay, well we'll buff them all, and since the buff it's not like it lasts for turns, it lasts until you camp again. So you're pretty much strong until you need to camp again. We'll do a dazzling light on the guy in the back, hopefully stun him. Stun resist is pretty low, yeah, 10%. Bam. I just love that. Just whacks him upside the head. Get rid of that guy. This guy's stunned, so even if we don't kill him this turn, we'll purge and he'll come up, and all he'll be able to do is do the little bayonet stabby, which I'm not afraid of. Okay. We'll do a heal on this guy in the middle. And whack that far back, because this dude's a beast, and he can hit almost all the way to the back. Quarrel, hopefully. Okay, it hit a little bit. So we'll purge this one. You might have just heard that awesome Metal Gear ringtone. Okay. But the thing is, like, I'm trying to get that Metal Gear thing as my, like, text tone. It wasn't ringtone, text tone. But for whatever obnoxious reason, it only does it, like, the notifications. So, like, when I get a freaking Gmail email. When I get an email, it's like, and that's cool, but I wanted to do it when someone's texting me. Even though, when you think about it, it should be when someone's calling you, but it's too short of a little tone to do that. Okay, so as the light gains purchase, yeah. We're trying to kill this guy. Again, all he can do is the little stabby, which is like, no one cares. Oh no, he did 4 damage to me. That's literally 1/10 of my health. Now you get whacked.